Hey friends, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. You're going to see me in this outfit a lot because I am punching out some videos today. I got a little bit of adrenaline going for some reason, don't know why. Maybe I'm just happy I had a 3-day weekend, I don't know. But anyway, I'm trying to kick out what I can, so I'm getting quite a few videos filmed today. So yeah, I guess I could have did, a dress change, but... So what I have going on here for you today is my Britta's Creepy Treasures haul. So it's a small one. It's not super big, so this video shouldn't be too long. Should be sweet, simple, small. If you're interested in seeing what I picked up, stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so this came recently. We're well into April now. This came maybe a week ago. And I don't remember when she did this pre-order. I want to say February, but I always post it in my title, so that's when it'll be. She did offer a coffee sampler as well. I personally love Britta's coffee, so yeah, I picked that up. I would have liked to have gotten 2, but I had to be realistic. I have so much Britta's wax in my collection because I love her wax. She's a favorite vendor of mine. I did not need 2 of them. That said, I did go in and pick up a couple more repeats of the coffee sampler in her RTS. Yeah, I know. But that's not included with that order. That hasn't shipped yet, so that will be on its way soon enough. But I won't film that haul because basically it'll just be repeat blends. Speaking of not filming, I was going to try to squeeze in my Scentsy haul. My recent Scentsy haul today too, but it's been sitting for a little bit and I decided I'm just not going to. It basically was wax. I picked up probably a couple 6-packs of wax, maybe 3 6-packs. And then I picked up a couple of warmers. I just decided, nah, I'm just gonna pass that one on by. I did place an order in the recent spring sale, flash sale that Scentsy had. Again, not a big one. It was relatively small, but if the mood strikes me, I might film that when it comes. It hasn't even shipped yet, so I'm in no hurry, no big deal. I just picked up some wax and that, and I don't think I got any warmers. I don't even remember what I picked up, tell you the truth. Guess I better check on that and see what I'm expecting. But anyway, let's get to what I picked up from Britta's. I'll leave the coffee sampler to last, and we'll go over the souffles that I picked up first. So Britta offered, and by the way, Britta's Creepy Treasures is owned by Britta Davis. She is based in Ohio, and her wax is magnificent. Like I said, she's one of my favorite vendors. She has been pouring. Her wax is beautiful. It's usually layered, several different colors. I've seen her do mostly 3 different colors, but I've also seen her do 5, 6 different colors. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I've always said about her wax, it gives me that happiness in my wax dish without all the bling and glitter. I hate glitter. And so Britta's wax gives me all that beautiful prettiness in my dish without all the glitter. Not that I need it, but it makes me happy. She has been pouring single colors recently. She is now doing her wax business on her own. She was doing it with her husband, but she's doing it on her own now. And because she is still getting used to the grind, she has been doing single scents. I think she's been testing the waters a little bit though, because when she did the coffee sampler, she did layers. Now she didn't do her 3 colors, but she did 2. That makes me pretty happy. So I was happy to see them when she posted photos in her Facebook group. I got so excited. So I wonder if she's testing the waters a little bit to see how long it'll take her to do it. Because, it does take time. You've got to wait for the wax layers to dry in between before you can pour the next color. So I know it's time consuming. It may depend on how many orders she has. And, it takes a lot of time to do that. So I totally understand. But I do love the layers. I do love the layers. I will not lie. I do love the layered wax. It just makes me happy when I chop it. I love chopping, first of all. So when I chop her wax, I'm like, oh my gosh. I almost always take a photograph of her wax when I chop it because it's so pretty. I almost always take a photograph when I throw it in the warmer because the wax pull that the colors make, so pretty. First thing in my box was a sample. Britta always includes a sample. Take these off so I can read my labels. Plus I have my chandelier on now. I've got my central air going top notch. It's a hot one out there today. I am not a fan of summer. I don't like it at all. Not that we're in summer, but the way the weather runs in Virginia, at least central Virginia, is we go instantly winter and then like 2 weeks of spring, and then bam, we're in summer. Like, you don't really get spring here. The fall is the same way, and fall is my favorite season, so I absolutely hate it. We go like straight from heat wave right into a few beautiful fall days. You may get them sprinkled in here or there over the course of 2 or 3 weeks, and then bam, we're at winter. I absolutely hate it, but what can you do? Anyway, the sample she included was Night Stalker, so this is in one of her little ghost shapes, and her labels are always on the back. So I like how she does that, so you can see right away what her shape looks like, and then the labels on the back, so it doesn't cover up what the shape looks like. Night Stalker is patchouli, sugar cookie, and blue sugar. Not always a blue sugar fan, but I have realized in Britta's wax, I kind of like it. Patchouli, I don't like at all. I can tolerate it in some perfumey blends, but I definitely don't like your skunky or patchouli hippie vibe. That's not my thing. The earthy vibe, I don't like it. But Britta's patchouli is something else. It's just really nice. And this is really nice. Oh yeah, you really get that patchouli. I mean, if you've ever smelled The Exorcist, you know what her patchouli smells like. You are getting that vibe here. I want to say, does The Exorcist also have sugar cookie? I know it has some bakery blend to it. I don't know if it's like a vanilla bean marshmallow or sugar cookie. I'll have to look it up, but it's definitely giving me Exorcist vibes a little bit. And then that blue sugar, it really is a nice blue sugar. I don't get a black licorice vibe. I don't get like an anise vibe. It's just a slightly masculine. It's almost like a sweet masculine vibe. And I like it. Night Stalker. Thank you for the sample, Britta. She always gives a pen too. I actually put my pen away already. I don't have one sitting out here right now, but I love her pens. And she always includes those in the order too. So I have one of those too. She does not include an invoice, so I always have to like kind of go back and check through my order, but no big deal. Saving trees, I totally get it. So I have, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 11. I have 11 souffles here. So a relatively small order from me from Britta's because, like I said for the third time in this video, she's a favorite vendor, so it's very easy to go heavy on her wax. But I don't need to. I have a large bin full of her wax, and so while I do still like to support her in her pre-orders, I am trying to keep my orders smaller. So this first blend I picked up, I was curious about. I had not seen Britta offer this that I can recall since I've been purchasing from her, but I remember watching Christine from Christine Scent Scenes, one of her videos, and she mentioned this scent, and she liked it, so I wanted to give it a try. It sounded like my vibe. This is called Aunt Dorothy. And this is just basically pretzel and buttermint. Britta has an outstanding pretzel. If you haven't tried it, I highly, highly recommend her blend called Wicker Man. That is like her best pretzel blend ever. But she also has another blend called A Quiet Place that's really good too. This is nice. This is really nice. Like, these are very equally blended scents. You get a very equal amount of that pretzel. It's a salty, slightly doughy, slightly crunchy. It's almost like a mix in between. Really nice saltiness to it. And then you get that sweet, buttery buttermint with just the right amount of mint to this. Yeah, I'm glad I picked this up. This is going to be outstanding when this warms. I think that pretzel is going to come across as a very buttery, salty pretzel, and that mint is just going to vibe with it so well. Oh, I think that's going to be good. Aunt Dorothy. I don't know that I'll get to this anytime soon because I don't tend to do mint scents when it's hot out, but we'll see. This was poured April 2025, so I have plenty of time to get to it. This is a repurchase. This is Ass Kicker. I think this was one of her blends that was in her Halloween event, the Walking Dead event that she did this past year. This is maraschino cherry, strawberry shortcake, and cotton candy. This is just a really good cherry blend. To me, this almost smells like a cherry airhead. It's definitely a very sweet cherry lollipop kind of scent. Yeah, it literally smells like a cherry airhead. I love it. This is fantastic. It throws really well. I am just finding out what cherry blends I like and don't like, and this apparently is one of them. Next we have Hannah Crana. This is also a repurchase. This is a scent that I love. It's probably my favorite pine cone blend from Britta. This is Palo Santo, pink sugar, and roasted pine cones. Plain simple. It's fantastic. The Palo is really, really nice in here. The Palo and the roasted pine cones share the spotlight. And then you get a little bit of that sweet feminine pink sugar. It's fantastic. It's a great performer. Britta's wax does really well on my home. Yeah, I love Hannah Crana. Like I said, it's probably my favorite pine cone blend from Britta's. I absolutely love this. Next up is The Walking Dead. I think this was from that event too. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, blueberry cake pops, and sweet and creamy. So this is like your typical blueberry pumpkin waffle blend. And I love blends like that. Her blueberry cake pops oil is fairly new. She's had it for a little bit now, but it's one of her newer oils. This is blueberry heavy. So if you don't love blueberry, this may not be the blend for you, but I do love blueberry. I get that pumpkin pecan waffles, but it's sitting behind that blueberry. The blueberry is artificial, of course. It's sweet. It's yummy. It's candy-ish. And then you get a little bit of that creamy vibe from the sweet and creamy. This is a good one. Also a repurchase. That is The Walking Dead. Repurchase in that I had it in the event and decided to pick it up again. This one's new to me. I caught this. I saw this on one of Britta's scent lists from a long while ago. And I was like, I don't think I've tried that. So I requested it and she poured it. This is Mary Sanderson. And this is pretzel, wild berry mousse, and jelly donut. I was like, that sounds good. Sign me up. This reminds me of her blend Violet, which has that wild berry. Yeah, that wild berry mousse is in that too, along with cheesecake. But this is like the pretzel version. And this one's not quite as creamy, but that wild berry mousse has a nice, smooth berry vibe. This is a delicious gourmand. The pretzel's not too heavy, so if you're sensitive to pretzel, you may not like it. But if you kind of like pretzel, but you don't like it too heavy, this might be for you. This smells fan-freaking-tastic. I wish I had gotten 2 of those. Yeah, I'm going to be getting into that soon. That smells really good. I love that jelly donut vibe. Oh my gosh, mixed with that pretzel. I feel like she has another pretzel jelly donut blend. Is it Ezra? Maybe Ezra. I feel like there's another one, but that is good. Next up is a repurchase and a favorite. This is Ohio State Reformatory. This was a fairly new blend that Britta's brought to us last year, and I fell in love with it. This is cinnamon baklava, apple pie, funnel cake, and vanilla ice cream. Her cinnamon baklava oil, you guys, it's so good. That's the oil I get first. I smell it right away. This is like almost like a churro mixed with a little bit of creaminess, mixed with a little bit of sweetness. Although a churro has sweetness to it, like that sugary vibe. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yeah, the apple pie kind of sits in the background. It's not too much. It's not overly cinnamony. To me, I love cinnamon, so I don't think it's overly cinnamony, but if you're sensitive to cinnamon, you might think otherwise. But I love this Ohio State Reformatory. It honestly smells like something you would pick up at the carnival. So good. We're the Ones Who Live. I don't think I've had this before, but I can't remember. If it was part of the Advent that I did. See, you know, when I did that Advent, I was very regretful that I didn't write down the scents that were in that. Although I do have videos on YouTube that talk about them. I'll have to take a look and see if I talked about this scent. But I thought it was new to me. We're the Ones Who Live is Danish butter cookies. Her Danish butter cookies oil is superb. Pecan pralines, another one I love. Hazelnut marshmallow. I was like, come on now, right? You guys, this straight up smells like the inner dough of like a cinnamon hazelnut pastry. Why did I not get 2 of these? Oh my goodness gracious. That's what it smells like. That's what it smells like. It's fantastic. We're the ones who live. I need more of that. Need more of that in my life. The next blend, I picked up 2 of them because I remember thoroughly enjoying this from the Advent. This is Lori. And I think she spelled it differently in the Advent. So I'm not sure which one is correct according to how the character from The Walking Dead spells it. I've never watched The Walking Dead. I know I'm a big horror fan, but I've never really been into zombies. I think the only zombie movie I've ever watched is like Return of the Living Dead. And I enjoyed it, but I don't know, I've just never really been into the zombie thing. I like everything else. The vampires, the monsters, the werewolves. I like everything else. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll tune in. I know that it's over, but I know you can watch reruns. I'm thinking you could probably play it on Netflix or something. Something's probably streaming it. So this is Tea and Cakes, black cardamom and cream, and sweet and creamy. I love her tea and cakes. It's outstanding. I love her black cardamom and cream. Her tea and cakes oil. It is the best one I've ever smelled. It has a citrusy vibe to it, but it has like a really strong, nice lemony tea note with a little bit of an almond pastry, but it's more like your crunchy almond pastry, like something like a biscotti. Then you get that slight spiciness from the cardamom and the creaminess coming in from that same oil. And then the extra creaminess being provided by the sweet and creamy. This blend is perfection. My favorite tea and cakes blend from Britta's is her Mad Hatter, but I really love this. I feel like Mad Hatter is kind of like an all year kind of blend, and this one I think I would probably do more fallish, but so good. That is Lori. I was smart enough to get 2 of those. I don't know why I didn't get 2 of a couple of those other ones. All right, the last blend here we have is also from the Advent. This is Walker Bait. That Advent was pretty, I think it won over a lot of people because I've noticed a lot of people are asking for blends from that. There are a couple blends I have been asking from that Advent that I still haven't seen her pour. And I really want them. They were probably my favorite too. It was King Ezekiel, and I've seen other people ask for it too, which was, I believe, her Babashook and Sweet Pumpkin. And then there was a blend, I don't think it had a name, but maybe it had a name. But it was like her Exorcist, which is like her most popular blend. Although Babashook is pretty popular too. The Exorcist and Spiced Orange. I need those two. I need those two. Walker Bait is pumpkin pecan waffles and spiced cranberry. You guys, I warmed this. This was so good. Again, this is something I'm probably going to do more fall. But man, that cranberry oil is fantastic. I don't know why it is, but I feel like I haven't seen a lot of blends with cranberry and pumpkin pecan waffles. But man, does it work. It's simple. It seems plain, but it's divine. Divine. Again, this will probably be an end of summer into fall blend, but this is poured in April, so I got plenty of time. That's Walker Bait. Okay, friends, so that'll do it for the souffles I picked up. Like I said, I did go into her recent RTS and order a few more repeats. And I have a feeling I picked up that We're the Ones Who Live. I think I picked that up again. I think I did. I think I got more coming. Let's get into the coffee sampler she offered. So this coffee sampler, I know she offered one once before. The scents are a little different in this one, which I appreciate. Like I said earlier, she has fantastic coffee blends. I don't think she gets credit for them. Enough credit, let's put it that way. There are vendors who are well known for coffee, the Pharmacist's Daughter being one of them, and don't get me wrong, rightfully so. They have amazing coffee blends, but Britta's coffee blends are outstanding. They are among my favorites, and I don't feel like she is talked about for her coffee blends, and I think she needs to be because they're really good. This time she offered 5 cents. I think the last coffee sampler she did 6 cents, so a little bit smaller this time. She did them in different shapes. The last time she offered them, she gave 2 different options. She is on her own now, so I totally get it. But you could get the Witch and Monster bars then, or just Witch bars, I think. I want her to bring those Monster bars back because I love them. They're a little bit bigger than the Witch bars, but I love the Witch bars too. And there's a Witch bar in this sampler, so you'll see what I'm talking about. And she offered a shape one, so she had 2 different prices because the shapes tend to be smaller. This one, she just did shapes. And like I said, she did put 1 witch bar in here. So, lots of fun. I love her spooky shapes. Her whole concept, her whole business model is shaped on the spooky smell goods. And I love it. So, let's talk about what was in the coffee sampler. So, the first one's in a ghosty shape. And this is Don't Close Your Eyes. And as you can see, yep, that's layered. There's the label there. So Don't Close Your Eyes is cappuccino, caramelized pralines, and buttercream maple frosting. I'm pretty sure I picked this up in souffles in her RTS recently because this is so freaking good. It's buttery. It's like, it's a cup of coffee with a sweet, creamy butter. It almost gives like a hazelnut vibe. That caramel praline is definitely noticeable in this. It has like a bakery note to it, so it's almost like a bready coffee. I know that sounds weird, but you know what I mean. You're in a coffee shop and you've got a cup of coffee, but you have like a baked good next to you. Maybe even you dip that baked good into your coffee. I don't know where she gets these oils, but man, again, that caramelized praline, so good. I don't tend to love maple, but I really like this buttercream maple frosting note. It's sweet. It's not too mapley. It's, for lack of a better word, it is fantastic. Fantastic. Don't close your eyes. I was talking to a friend of mine through Messenger, and she was like, Britta's coffee sampler is amazing. Of course it is. The next one, and I don't know how you say this. I don't know if it's Gryla. I don't know. If this is from Walking Dead, it may be. If it is, you'll have to tell me how you say this character's name. But this is in her little potion bottle. It says Beware on there. There's that, and it's layered. I'll take one of these out. But this has scent notes of cappuccino, chocolate chip cookie dough, and vanilla bean marshmallow. The cappuccino oil is really good too. And I feel like chocolate chip cookie dough isn't a scent that you see a lot, or an oil that you see a lot. There it is, layered. Nice chunk of wax. It's really good. Now this one smells like your creamy, foamy coffee with like a chocolate chip cookie. Yeah, again, like you dunked your chocolate chip cookie into your coffee. That's what this smells like. It's fantastic. I do think I've had this blend before and I enjoyed it. So good. So that is Gryla or Gryla. Yeah, educate me. Let me know how I say that. Next, we have the Brew. I think I have this in my collection, but I'm not sure if I've warmed this yet. But this is her little Ouija bar. I really like this piece of wax. It's pretty sizable. Again, it's layered, so you can see the different color on the back than the front. The Brew is pumpkin latte, another oil I really like from her. Sugar cookie, pretzel, and caramelized pralines. As I was reading the scent notes to these blends, when she listed her coffee sampler, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be good. Everyone of these is so good. Oh, look at this Ouija board. So cute. You guys, that caramelized pralines, it's so good. And I don't always love caramel and wax, but this, it's caramely, it's nutty, it's butterscotchy, it's perfection. You get a little bit of the pretzel. Again, this is not pretzel heavy. I don't know if that will change when it's warming, but on cold, it's not pretzel heavy, but it's there. You get a little bit of the creaminess coming from the sugar cookie. And then that beautiful creamy pumpkin latte. Just giving it a slight bit of a coffee vibe, but not too much coffee. This is probably more for those of you who like your super sweet Starbucks kind of coffee, super sweet. Those fancy drinks like lattes, cappuccinos, macchiatos, those kind of things. Not like your straight up coffee. It's fantastic. That's the kind of coffee I like anyway, so that's my vibe for sure. That is the brew. That is like such a good caramelized, pumpkin-y PSO. There you go. Next up from the coffee sampler, this was a favorite in the event. I love the scent so much. I was so glad to see her pour it again. I did pick up more in the RTS. This is Rick Grimes. I'll show you the... Speaking of the Ouija, we got to have the matching planchette, right? So we got the board. We got the planchette. We're ready to play. I actually have a Ouija board downstairs. I haven't pulled that thing out in forever. All right, so this is coffee, banana walnut cake, another one of my favorite oils from Britta. Caramelized pralines again, and Danish butter cookies. I'm telling you, if I see those oils listed, I'm picking that scent up. This is so good. Again, it's like your creamy bakery coffee vibe with a banana spin to it. Her banana walnut cake oil is fire. It's creamy. It's super duper bakery. It's not really candy. It doesn't really lean candy-ish. Not to my nose, it doesn't. And I smell a lot of banana because I tend to pick up banana in everything because I do like the candy. It's so good. It's nutty. It's creamy. It's bakery. It's coffee, but not strong coffee. It's so good. That is Rick Grimes. I love that shape. This is the kind of coffee I like though. So if you like your straight up bitter coffee, then these blends, you know, these are your creamy bakery gourmand coffee blends. This is the kind of coffee blends I like though. All right, last but not least, here's our, well, actually I got a wizard bar. So her witch bar and her wizard bars, they're pretty much the same. They just have a different picture on them. So this is her wizard bar. And this is in the scent Men of Letters. I will take that out and show you. It is layered. Red on the front, blue on the back. Get this open, then I'll go over the scent notes. I love her witch bars, so much so, and wizard bars, so much so that I find myself struggling to cut them because, oh my gosh, I can smell this. I've had this blend before and I love it. So Men of Letters, let me show you that. There you go. There it is, layered. So it's quite thick. It's a quite sizable piece of wax. I use this in my open space. It's more than enough. Oh, woo. When I did that, it was like, yeah. Cappuccino, coffee, sugar cookie, butter brickle, another favorite oil of mine from Britta's caramelized pralines. This might have been called the caramelized pralines sampler. The coffee and caramelized pralines sampler. Oh my God, so good. Now this one, I get the coffee stronger. It does have 2 coffee notes. So it has a cappuccino and it has the coffee. So it has like that milky cappuccino and then the coffee itself. But it also has that sugar cookie. So again, we're back to that creaminess. And then it has that buttery butter brickle and the buttery caramelized pralines. It's your nutty buttery coffee with a little bit of cookie. This is so good, you guys. This is an outstanding performer. Her coffee blends really do well in my home. Her blends normally just pack a punch, and I love her wax. And like I said, when I saw she was doing a coffee sampler, that was a no-brainer. I was getting that. If it was the only thing I would have gotten, I was getting that. So that is Men of Letters. Did you turn that around? Britta, I don't know if you're watching. I think it's been a little bit since she's watched some videos, but if she is, if you are, you did your thing, girl. This coffee sampler is fan-freaking-tastic. I love it so much. I know you don't get enough credit for it, but your coffee blends are outstanding. Outstanding. I love her coffee oils. And she has a number of them. So if you haven't tried Britta's before, check her out. I always post vendor's information in my description box below whenever I do a vendor specific video such as this one. So check her out. I always recommend that you go small if you're going to purchase from a vendor the first time. Just purchase a couple things. Britta's tends to leave her RTS, which is her ready to ship, open on her website. So if you're interested in anything, maybe pick up a couple of her souffles, or she may have some ghosties or something even smaller and cheaper on her site. So take a look out for those. She does hold a sale every now and then, once in a blue moon. I've seen her do a sale. Doesn't do it often, but it does happen. So you could always wait and see if you get lucky that way. But I feel like coffee blends tend to sell out more quickly. Maybe with the time of year it is, maybe that won't be the case. I don't always want to do coffee in the summer, but I've kind of been changing it up a little bit. I am definitely a seasonal person. I tend to like coffee because it's a hot drink. I tend to like coffee in your fall and winter months. But I've done a few coffees recently because I just love the smell of coffee. I don't like the taste of coffee, but I love the smell of it. And my wax gives me my coffee fix without me having to bring coffee in my house. I do lattes. I do pick up a latte from Starbucks every now and then. As long as it's heftily milked down, I can tolerate it, but I am just, and of course, vanillaed up, because if it's not just enough to put all that milk in it, I need some vanilla syrup in there. Or if it's not vanilla syrup, a cinnamon dolce syrup, something like that, I can drink it. But I am just not into coffee, which is really surprising because both my mom and dad are huge coffee lovers. I grew up, my dad had a thermos in his hand. Every time I saw him, he was a coffee thermos kind of person. I don't know why I didn't pick it up, but it's just not my thing. I like tea, and I don't ever remember my parents drinking tea, so I don't know where that came from. I like hot cocoa. They did drink hot cocoa, but I'm a tea and hot cocoa girl, and I drink the hot straight through the summer. I don't like cold coffee either. I watch my daughter drink iced coffee, and I'm just like, ugh. I don't get it, but I know it's very popular. I am not the normal. I know this. Anyway, that was my haul from Britta's Creepy Treasures. Fantastic wax, fantastic vendor, among my top for sure. I have started doing a wax collection series here on my YouTube channel, and I am looking very forward to when I get to my Britta's bin. I have one bin full of her wax, almost full. It's a pretty sizable bin. Almost full. I've been melting quite a bit from her. It doesn't sit around too long. I tend to get into it because I really love her blends. So I am looking forward to getting into that. I think it will be a longer video. I don't know if I'll have to split it. I don't think I'll have to because, like I said, it's just one bin. A larger bin, but it's just one. I have some binders I have 2 bins of, and like L3. I think L3 might be the only one I have 2 large bins of. And that's because we thought L3 was closing. So many of us went crazy wild buying her wax because we thought we weren't going to get it anymore. So I have really lessened what I purchased from L3 because I have so much of it. I love L3's wax, but I have so much of it. I have to get through it. That video, I don't know how forward I'm looking to that one. That's definitely going to be one that I'm going to have to remember not to smell through everything. Because, you know, when you love wax, like I love wax and you love wax, that's why you're here. You want to smell all the things all the time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this video. So stay tuned for that. I don't know how soon that will happen. I have currently filmed 2 installments. I've done Salt Mountain Melt, and I just finished filming up Knowles Farm Scents. So look forward to that. I have lots of vendors to do in that series, and it'll probably last over a good period of time. And as long as it takes me to get my editing done and all that, with my full-time job and all the stuff that I have to do around the house and everything else. I know you guys know this is life, right? We'll see when it all transpires, comes about, but I'm working on it. So yeah, that was my Britta's haul. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you will give me a like. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, where I talk about all things home fragrance, including amazing vendor wax such as Britta's Creepy Treasures. I love wax. You love wax. Let's get together. Let's be here on my channel together. Comment below if you picked up the coffee sampler. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Let me know what your favorite blend was from it. Or if you picked up anything else from this pre-order, let me know. I would love to hear from you as always. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.